Alright guys, we are out here in Port Mansfield, on the south side of Port Mansfield. Early morning, sun's barely creeping up. I'm gonna work this spot over here. Not sure I'll find something, but we got plenty of room to explore going on this way. It's my first time kayaking here. I have wade fished here like once, maybe twice. I didn't have too much luck, but then again, I didn't come here at the right time of day when I do come. Usually you'll find that fish are a lot more active in the early mornings, and the times that I came, it was already after I was done waiting for the day over on the north side of Port Mansfield, where I mostly go. So I didn't really give this spot a chance. So this is actually the first time I'm here early morning. Let's go ahead and see if we see something, if we find something here. I know just right now, I just saw the coolest thing. I saw some redfish tailing when I first got here. I saw some activity coming up all around this edge here. So let's go ahead and work that, and let's see if we can find something. You know, it'd be nice to already get on some good fish right now. You never know. Sometimes they're there and you don't even see them. So let's just work it real good. Just give it a try. Cast multiple spots. You always want to fan cast. You always want to try a different spot, you know. Cast and then cast again and again and again. You just never know what you might come across. So also always make sure to check your drag. My drag's a little loose, but maybe like a little tighter. There you go. I don't want to over tighten it. All right. Make sure it's calibrated okay. There we go. That should be fine. Okay. Now let's try for a cast. Cast it out and work it. I'm gonna go ahead and reposition myself. The water, the current kind of got me moving a little bit. Not real happy where I'm at right now, so let's go ahead and move her out a little bit more back to where I was. A little bait jumping right there. It's a good sign, right? Good sign. What I really want to try is this area closer to the pier. I thought I was heading that way, but it started moving around a little bit here, so let's head back that way. Let's go back. Let's go back. Some more bait jumping right there. I'm wondering if I'll find something as I'm getting closer to the pier. Just give it a shot. Let's see if I can stay the course here this time. How deep are we? I don't know how deep we are. Oh, we're pretty deep. I could probably put my fins in right now, but I'll probably not, just in case I go shallow, like I kind of am right now. We'll try here, and then I think I'm gonna head more towards the south. But I do want to see what I can come up against here. Early morning topwater action is always the best. So let's keep trying different spots and cover some ground. Paddles are in. Let's go. It's a little too far. There we go. That's better. All right, guys. I came out a little more south. I'm seeing some bait blowing up over here, and I can smell a slick. For those that don't know, a slick is a pretty good way to find some trout. What it is basically an area of feeding trout, or there was feeding trout, and they're eating and they're regurgitating all this food that's coming up, and all this gas that comes out, and it creates like a clear, like a oily spill in the water, and it has a very distinctive smell, so you can easily identify what it is. It smells like fresh cut grass from what they say, and it honestly does. It smells like that. Look at that. There's something moving about here, so this is a good sign. And they also say it smells like watermelon, like when you fresh cut watermelon. So when you see that clear spot, and when you're smelling that smell, you want to work that area real good, because there could be a good chance there's some trout moving around you, feeding on something, and they're just spitting all this stuff up that they're eating. And that's a real big thing when it comes to fishing. You want to know where the fish are, right? So I think a good chunk of your success will come from being able to have those cues on finding the fish. Let's see if we can work. I'm getting a call, so we'll be right back. All right, guys, so another good tip I want to give that I've heard and I've learned, and it does hold true, going back to that slick, is you want to pay attention to the direction of the wind. So if you're smelling the slick, you got to know where that wind's coming from, because that's coming, that smell you're smelling is coming down from where that's at. So that clear spot that you're seeing, there might be another one nearby, and that clear spot, the trout already left that area, but that slick stayed. And so you want to follow that smell too. That's a good sign, a good thing to follow. Now, right now that there's not much wind, it's pretty still. I mean, this water is like real glass-like, so that's not going to be much the issue as far as the wind moving that smell around, moving the slick around. But there is something to keep in mind, especially when you're out weight fishing. Oh, I see some action over there. Let's go try that over there. Let's see that. I saw something popping through, and I am smelling this slick over here in this area in front of me, so there could be something good over here as we get closer. Let's keep moving out. But yeah, so those are signs, right? And that's mostly for trout. That's just for trout, really. For reds, I mean, you just kind of have to have an idea where they might be at that time of day. A good thing to pay attention to is the tide. An incoming tide is always going to be your best bet in the shallow. An outgoing tide, you can find them, but it's a little more difficult. So the incoming, going into high tide, it's like the prime time for catching some quality reds as they're moving in, chasing that bait. And you don't really have like a, I mean, I guess a week you can smell out the reds, right? You can. I mean where there's trout, there could be red, right? Because I mean, there's bait moving around, so I mean, that's something to consider. There's always that possible chance, right? Just yeah, something might help you guys out for those of you that are just starting off and don't know about it yet. All right, let's keep working this. Let's see what we can find. Nothing just yet, but doesn't mean we won't come across something later. Guys, I'm on trout. Has to be trout. Damn, he took it right when I casted it and did my first few pops. He's under, but dang, that is awesome. I think I found where they're at now, and I think that's the most important thing. Let's see if we can get this off without getting the hook in me. Here's my pliers. My rod on the rod holder. Don't want to lose that. That was awesome, man. Damn. Always good action from these trouts in these topwaters. If y'all haven't tried a topwater yet, definitely suggest it. It is going to take some work getting used to how to work it right. I mean, you have to learn the whole, as they say, walk the dog, right? But I mean, I can guarantee you it's going to be worth doing. It's definitely worth learning. You can catch all kinds of fish on this stuff, and the one I'm using right now, there's plenty out there you can go with, you can try out, but the one that I'm using, it's the Mansfield Knocker. And I remember this one being the Texas Roach, and I thought it'd be good because it has that nice gold flake to it with that red and that green. And because it's kind of a dark color, I hear mixed things, right? I hear when it's bright out, when it's dark out, to use like a white color to really stand out. But then I've also heard that using a darker color can make more of a shadow. Now, I'm not saying that I'm right? I'm not saying anything like that, but it's always worth experimenting, trying different colors. I have a white one that I've used. I believe it's called the Goat, and it's awesome. I mean, it's great. If not the Goat, it might be something the Silver Minnow or something like that. But I mean, regardless, any color of topwater that I've thrown, I've had awesome luck with. I mean, incredible luck. I've done the Cinderella story for Mansfield Knocker. It's a pink color. I've done that white color. I've done purple, and man, the fish don't discriminate. I mean, they'll go after it. They'll go and they'll attack that topwater. It just depends how you present it. Look at that. Look at that. You see? And right now, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep working it. If anything, you want to speed it up to make that bait look scared and alive. And that fish will just come right at it and just scoop it up. The moment you stop, they get a little suspicious about it. Sometimes it works, but for the most part that I've heard, you want to speed it up. You want to really agitate that bait and make that fish work for it. And that's what that fish like. You know, they're predator fish. They like to hunt. They like to move. So having your bait, getting them more active is what's going to help you out. It's what's going to work for you. Another thing about topwater too is I feel like if you continuously hit a spot, right, over and over, eventually either you'll call a fish to your bait or you'll annoy the heck out of the fish to where it just attacks it. You know, it wants that bait to just stop. So that's what I think. You know what I mean? Agitate that fish, see it that way if you have to, and just keep being persistent on that spot, you know, until you see some production. Of course, if you're there for a very long time and nothing's happening, like look at that, I'm still having things work on this side, so I'm not going to be moving anywhere else. I'm going to stay here, keep casting. But if you see, oh, look at that, right in front of me again. Almost got it. Oh, he's on. He's on. Right the boat. Right the boat. There it is. There it is. Look at that. See? Just keep trying that spot. Keep trying it over and over. Be persistent. And I think he actually might be a keeper. Look at that. So yeah. Oh, he's off. That's good. Off for me. Let's take a measurement on him. Don't want him to come out the boat. Keep him down. Come on, buddy. Come on. And these trout, and they can be a little slippery. And that's one thing I'll say, guys, always make sure you got some fish grips. I mean, it's a real heartbreaking thing when you catch yourself a nice fish and you don't have the proper landing gear, you don't have a net. Always have yourself a net and fish grips, because man, I have lost so many fish trying to just scoop it up with my hand. And for those that can do that, I give you guys props. I know I can, and I'm not gonna risk it. He is coming in at 16. Yeah, he's a keeper. So let's go ahead, let's put him on the stringer, and let's keep working this spot. So far it's been good for us, so I'm not gonna move. Let's see if we can keep agitating this spot. Like I said, work it good, get yourself on some trout. And this is what it's about, guys. This is what it's about. Trying different things and hoping for success, and if it works out for you, it works out. If not, just keep trying and keep trying. Try something different. If it's not working what you're doing, try something different. Always take advice from other people too. Don't ever just think one guy knows it all, one person knows it all, one YouTuber knows it all. You know, don't just take my word for it. You know, try different things out. There's always going to be something new out there, something worth giving a try, something you can learn from. It's always good to just learn as much as you can, explore. All right, let's tie this on and let's keep trying. So far we are doing pretty good. Not too bad, not too bad. All right, let's keep trying. All right, let's see, another cast out there into that good old spot where I'm having all this action. And for walk the dog, you're really trying to get that line to whip onto that lure. So in order to do that, you have to have slack. So you're constantly popping that rod tip and throwing it towards your lure and reeling at the same time. And what I'll do, even when I pop, is I'll give it a slight reel just so that I can make sure that I do get that extra good whip to give it that action, right? But where your walking is really going to come from is that slack. So you have to make sure that after you give it that pop, you throw that line back at the lure so that it has that room to walk. If not, you're just going to be pulling it and dragging it in the water, and that's not going to get those little beads to make noise. It's not going to make that bait look alive for that fish. And that walking action is what's really working. Don't think you have to do it real fast, you know what I mean? Take your time, try different speed. Try it slow, try it fast, see what the fish are wanting at that moment. And once you get a little blow up on it, fish are following it, do not stop, do not slow down, stay the same speed or speed it up, and you'll see fish will take it. Okay, I see something over here. Come up over here, let's give this a try. Come on, let's see. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Now I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop. And they'll come back. Sometimes they'll just come back right away and they'll get real angry with it. Just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Come on. Sometimes they'll hit it right the boat like that last one. Keep going. Nope. All right, let's keep trying again. Let's try the same spot. I got a little bit to the left, but that's okay. These make quite a bit of noise. Oh, I'm seeing some good action further up. Well, look at that, look at that. There we go, there we go. Yeah, and I'm seeing something past where I saw that strike. I'm seeing something looking good. So I think we're really on some fish here. I think we're in a good spot. I'm gonna keep casting and let's see what we can do. But wow. And that's honestly luck, guys. It's not always experience that gets you where you need to be. Sometimes you're just blind casting and then you find them, and then that's luck. It's not always, you know, that anyone's better angler than the next, you know. Now that's not completely true though, because experience goes a very long way. If you know your spots, where to be and when to be and what to use, that will help you tremendously. And that, I will admit, does come with experience. but luck goes a very long way, guys. So if ever you're not, you know, having real good luck at that time, just don't give up. Just keep moving. You're not gonna catch your bait's not in the water. So yeah, don't let yourself feel frustrated about it. Just keep trying, and you'll be surprised what you can make work. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Oh, this one feels pretty good. He's taking some drag a little bit. Come on. Look at that. Come on. There it is. Tighten my drag a little bit. It's a little loose. Another keeper, I think, guys. Oh yeah. Definite keeper. One thing to be careful with these treble hooks, guys, is watch out with those hooks. Because man, if they get in you, you are gonna have yourself a horrible day. So be very careful, especially because these fish will hop and flop and everything, especially the trout. I mean, they're a very active fish. Very active fish. I mean, any fish is, of course. It doesn't want to be caught and put in a boat, right? But yeah, just watch yourself, you know, just be careful. Safety first. So keep an eye out, let it do its thing, let it calm down. Don't rush it. Wait till the fish is ready. That's a big thing. Wait until the fish is ready. There, he's ready. Got him. He's on the grippers. And sometimes, I know it sounds bad, but these grippers, sometimes I have the fish slip out. So I'll let it kind of poke through like that to make sure I really have it in there. And then I'll start taking out the hooks. The last thing I want is to get poked by these treble hooks. All right, got my bait out. Solid fish. Let's get a measure on him. I know he's a keeper, but just so we could know what size he is. I hope my GoPro has the right angle. He is 17.5. That's a good fish right there. That's a good size. And you had a pretty good fight on him. So let's get this back to us. Let's put him on that stringer too. There you go, got him off the grips. Now all I gotta do is slide him through. So far I got 2, one more, and I have my limit on trout. And then from there, I mean, I'll try a spoon, see if I can work the bottom. Maybe I can get myself a flounder or a red, that'd be nice. But I'm happy with whatever I can get. It's just fun being out here. And that boat's coming up real shallow over there. And be careful with boaters, guys. Not all of them are the nicest out there, or the most courteous. They can get kind of close to you. Just be careful. It helps to have a flag or a light, especially, I mean, you have to have a light by law if you're coming in and it's a little dark out. But let's keep working. I just turned off my GoPro, put a cast out there, and already had a hit. I don't want to miss that on camera, so we're gonna try the same spot and see what we can get. These trout are so active right now on this topwater, man. This is awesome. I love it. It's so much fun. It's quite a bit here in this area I'm at. You can see some activity over here. Fish coming up around, whether it's trout or mullet. I'm not sure. I can't really see. I didn't really pay attention, but I am seeing some stuff going around in my peripheral. So I'm gonna stay here. Let's see. Yeah, and that attack that I saw right now when the GoPro was off, I mean, it blew the topwater out of the water. And that's the coolest thing to see, when the fish does that, when it wants that thing so bad, it just strikes the heck out of it. I mean, yeah, it misses the strike, but it really went at it. And that's a pretty cool, nice thing to see. Let's keep working, keep working. It was about right there I had it happen, so let's see. Pop, 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 pop. Keep working it, working it, working it. Nothing yet. All right, I'm gonna stop this GoPro and keep working it. We'll see what happens. Another trout, guys, another trout. He's pushing close to being a keeper. He might. Let's check. Let's check. Let's check. see, let's see. We shall see. A good chance he might be. There we go. Got him. Let's take out these hooks. Damn, he really got himself good there. And he's off. Now let's measure him. He might be under. It's a good chance he might be now, I'm thinking. Alright, let's see. Look at that, guys. He's right at 15, but that's too small for me. Too close of a call. Rather not risk it. Toss him back and let's see if we can catch another one. Always a fun fight though. Again, guys, more action on the topwater over here from the trout. I mean, they're literally coming out of the water for this lure. It is awesome. Let's see if we can have it happen again so we can get it here on camera for you all so you can see what it looks like. That was awesome. That fish completely just flew out like a dolphin. That was awesome. They're still wanting it. So let's keep doing it. I just love using topwater. It is so fun. Let's see. Nope. Let's try this side. Switch it up a little bit. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, there you go. That's a good one. Oh, it came off. Damn. Damn, that was a good fight though. That was a good fight. All right, let's see. Man, wow. They're all around us here. Same spot. That was so cool. I might have put maybe 3-4 bumps into that before it struck. Wow. Active. Oh, I'm hearing something over here too. Right behind me. But I'm gonna keep trying over here. Keep working, keep working. Oh, 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 I saw that. It's still swimming at it. Look at that. Look at that. It's still swimming at it. Ah. Went away. That was cool. That was real cool. I'm thinking it was swimming close to the kayak and it just happened to see my lure and went for it, but it might have just gotten scared off by the kayak or something. I'm not sure. Come on, trout skis, come on. Nothing yet, nothing yet, nothing yet. Keep working, keep working, keep working. Oh, oh wow. Oh my gosh. That's a good fish. Guys, that's a good fish. Oh man, he really came up for that. Shoot. Oh, come on. Talk about a topwater action, man. That is wild. Oh, that's a nice trout. That's a nice trout. Don't come off. Don't come off. Come on. Come to the kayak. That is a nice trout. Wow. That is nice. That was wild, man. He really slammed that lure. That was awesome. That was awesome. Get the grippers on him. Oh man, I can't wait to see what length he is. This is wild. He is chunky too. Move my top water over here. Let's get a measurement on him. Wow. Alright. Let's see. He is 18 inches, guys. 18 inches. Wow, that is nice. That is awesome. Perfect slot size. We officially have our limit on trout, and look at the time. It is barely 7:36. 7:36. I've only been in here for maybe 40 minutes, maybe. Wow, that is awesome action today from the trout. Awesome action. The limit done. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this topwater aside. I know reds like it, but I really want to increase my chances, and I want to try out that spoon I have. I've had so much luck on spoons lately. It's wild. I mean, I've been catching flounder on them. Believe it or not, yeah, flounder, trout, redfish, snook. It's just been a great lure for me to use lately. So that's what I'm gonna do. I have my trout limit now. Let's see if we can work. I'm gonna push up shallow more. I'm thinking that's where I might find some more luck from those flounders and from those redfish. That's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong. Like I said, this is my first time actually kayaking this page. I mean this page, I'm sorry, this place. And it's actually my third time kayaking in general. I'm fairly new to this, so I'm learning as I'm going, and I'm having some fun while doing it. Wow. Mansfield Knocker, baby. In for the win. Let's keep working it. All right, guys. We have our limit on trout. We're gonna see if we can find some flounder, some redfish. I'm pushing up shallow here. I'm gonna see if I can keep drifting this way. If not, I'm gonna have to keep paddling. It just depends what direction the water's gonna take me, really, in the wind. There's not much wind, so we should be okay. If I have to paddle that way, I'll do so. But I got this 1/4 ounce gold spoon that I've been using quite a bit, and I'm pairing it with a spinning reel. I like using bait casting lately, but my other bait caster, I have it here. I'm gonna be saving that in case I want to start working some soft plastics, just in case. You never know what the fish are wanting. You always want to try something different, but this will be my designated spoon rod. Let's see what we can do. Cast it out there. It's been so long I used spinning reel. Wow, it feels really weird for me. I have been using bait casting for quite a while. I don't even know how shallow we are. Let me turn myself. I'm shifting here a little bit. I don't like it. Let me for sure tie my drag. Way too loose. That should be fine. Don't want to tighten it down too much. Let's keep moving this way. Cast it out there and then just let it hit the bottom. And these spoons, all you're doing is just reeling steady. There's no popping to it that I do. I mean, I'm just slow reeling. Slow reeling. It's bringing it to me. And as I'm doing that, it's under that water column, just fluttering and fluttering and fluttering, flashing and flashing and making all sorts of vibrations under there. And that's what those fish like. And that's what I've noticed too lately. Like I said, I've had some good luck on it. I wouldn't be using it if it didn't work. Still seeing some action over here. Alright, I'm gonna go and shut off the GoPro. If I see something, I'll turn it back on. Let's keep working it. See you guys in a bit. Would you look at that? Caught a, I think this is a ribbon fish. That is cool. Look at that fish. Man, he hooked himself like perfectly too. Oh, she's in the kayak. Mother of pearl. It's pretty heavy. There you go. Fought pretty good. I'm on a trout, I think. A good sized trout. That's a beautiful trout. Gosh, damn, look at that. Let him calm down and then I'll get a measurement on him, dude. Damn. That is crazy, bro. hook out. Let's see. $20.5, bro. Damn. He is chunky, bro. Look at that beautiful fish. Wow. Healthy trout right there. There you go, bro. All right, time for the trip back. We explored. We went into some deeper water, me and my buddy and I, and we passed the intercoastal channel. Thought maybe we can find some better fish. We did catch a few trout, but the bite kind of slowed down pretty good, and the wind feels like it's picking up. So trying to get back before it picks up even more. That's one thing about Port Mansfield you gotta be careful with. It is very unpredictable. The weather might say it's gonna be one thing, but it could be another. So just be safe out there. Make sure we wear your life vest, everything you need, and keep an eye out for the weather. So far, I just got my 3 keeper trout, which is pretty good. Pretty good. I did have some more action. Caught some other few good sized fish. Sent them on their way, release. Now just to head back, get these fish cleaned up and head home. All right, we'll see if we can come out again.